My last 3 sales calls have come from people who watch my YouTube videos. I'm going to share some strategies on how you as a loan officer can use YouTube to get mortgage clients. Let's get into it. I'm Nick Carpenter. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I appreciate you for being here. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you can get notified every week as I drop new videos. Today we're talking all about how loan officers can get new clients from YouTube. So this is like YouTube training for mortgage brokers, I think is what I'm gonna call this video. And I'm gonna share some different strategies on how you can go and get mortgage clients. Like, YouTube is an amazing resource, a free resource. Everything I'm gonna share with you today is completely for free. And so let's get right into it. One of the first things you're going to need to do is decide on a strategy. So I'm going to basically present you 3 different options on how you can look at YouTube as a way to grow your mortgage business. All right, so number 1 is that you can focus on local mortgage terms. All right, so this is going to be like how to buy a house in Arlington, Texas, how to qualify for a home loan in Texas. Right, it's going to be like state, county, local specific mortgage terms. And that's a great thing. I mean, there's obviously tons of people out there searching for local mortgage terms, right? Or local mortgage knowledge. So certainly that is a niche. And maybe I would go out there on YouTube and search around and just kind of see what does the competition look like for local mortgage terms. Basically you can take any national term, add some location structure to it. Again, whether that's like in state, in county, in city, right, in metro area. So it's going to be like that type of stuff, how to qualify for a loan, how to buy a house in Texas, how to get a VA loan in DFW, right? This type of stuff. So that's going to kind of be your first choice, is going to be going after local mortgage terms. Your second option is going to be to go after national mortgage terms. All right, so I'm going to pop up an example here of a lady that you could go check out. She does amazing. I mean, she's primarily focusing on national terms. She also has like a big national team, right? So for her, that makes sense, where she wants to go after anybody in any state, because I think she's licensed in 47 states, or her team is in 47 states, something like that. So that makes sense. Now, if you're only licensed in Texas, why do you care about getting somebody in Connecticut? Unless there's some benefit to that for you. So if you have the ability to use a referral desk or do the deal through the corporate licensing, or however that looks, there's always options on how you can do that kind of stuff, where you can refer it to somebody else, make a smaller percentage, or make half or something like that. Or I know some companies, it just works differently. So if you can do national deals, then yeah, of course, like go after the whole thing. Or, if you have a company where you can refer it or anything like that, or if it makes sense, then you might consider just going after the broad terms, right? Like what's the lowest credit score for a VA loan? Some of those type of search phrases that people are out there looking for, where you can apply, you could benefit anybody in any state, then go after the national ones. What I think is actually the best strategy is going after local neighborhoods. Okay, local neighborhoods. Because the truth is, most people are not really searching for a mortgage. Most people don't even want a mortgage. And so, but what they are searching for is real estate information. And it's, you're a loan officer, so there's no reason to try to compete with houses, like talking about actually properties. Same thing with like Arlington real estate, or, city real estate. That's not really a phraseology that you probably care about that much either. But if somebody knows neighborhoods they want to live in, that is a great potential client. Okay? That is a great potential client. That person is probably only 30, 60, maybe 90 days away from making a buying decision, compared to somebody who's only searching for city-based real estate. They're at least 6 months out from making a decision. So if you can focus on neighborhood level content, like, what are the schools in the neighborhood? What's the walkability score? What is the, where are the parks at? Can you walk to any restaurants? What food delivery services are available? What's the best pizza joint in the area? What churches are around there, right? This type of content, neighborhood content crushes for loan officers and realtors on YouTube. So in terms of Like when I want to bring YouTube training to mortgage brokers, that's my number one strategy, is to go after neighborhoods, because that's what people are searching, and you can get people who are really close to making a buying decision by appearing to be the neighborhood expert. And so it only naturally makes sense for them to talk to you about getting the mortgage, or potentially what realtors do you like in the neighborhood. So those are great conversations to have. So that's why in terms of strategy, I love going after local neighborhoods for mortgage brokers and loan officers. All right, the second thing that you're going to want to do is you need to find phrases to make videos for. Now, you can, of course, think of your own ideas for videos, and that's awesome. I think, unique ideas are great. But today, there's a lot of ways that you can figure out what people are already searching for, and you can just make that content. All right, so I'm going to give you 3 ways on this video. I think I'm going to make separate videos and actually deep dive into each one of the strategies on how I find, what content to shoot. It's no different than this video, right? YouTube training for mortgage brokers is a phrase that I found out there that is underserved, right? So same thing for YouTube training for loan officers. And so I'm doing the exact same thing. Sometimes I come up with my own content. Sometimes I see a need for content based on what people are searching for or asking about. All right, so there's 3 things that you can do. And again, I'm going to deep dive into each of these 3 things in separate videos. But number 1 is you can use the YouTube search feature. So as you start typing in on YouTube for phrases, it's going to give you recommendations. Those recommendations are based on what other people have searched. So look at those recommendations every time, like as you start typing in new words, new letters, and see what are people searching for, okay? Obviously, you can look up those actual phrases and see what YouTube content ranks. Maybe there's a phrase that people are searching for that nobody has made a video for yet, or the videos that exist are not optimized correctly, so that there's a gap there, right? And you can come in and you can be able to rank fast. It always feels good to get fast wins, so that's why sometimes we're looking for that low-hanging fruit of what gaps can we fill that people are already searching for, and we can give them the content that they want based on the recommendations inside the YouTube search feature. The second tool that I use to find what content I'm going to make is called vidIQ, VIDIQ. There's a free version. There's a paid version. I just use the free version. Okay, to be honest, I don't even know what's in the paid version to know if it's worth it or not. I think you could just use the free one because it gives a ton of information. It will make recommendations for daily video ideas. I love that. You can save the ideas. If you don't save it, it just goes away. So if you see an idea you like, make sure that you save it in your list. Again, it's where this idea came from. YouTube training for mortgage brokers was the recommendation inside of the vidIQ daily video ideas. All right, so I'm using the same tools I'm telling you to go use. So vidIQ, awesome. VIDIQ, it just sits inside your Google Chrome. When you're on YouTube, on every video, it'll be on the right-hand side, and it'll give you a ton of information that you normally can't see, like the tags that are on the video, this type of stuff. So you can use vidIQ, and it'll give you some ideas and recommendations on content as well. The third thing that I'm using is called Answer the Public. I think it's answerthepublic.com. And you can put in a phrase. You have to be more broad, more generic in the phrasing that you give it. And it will show you how many times a month people are searching that phrase. It will give a bunch of other recommendations as well. And so you can look on there. If you're making national content, this is going to be a great source for you. If you're making local content, you would take the phrases they give you and you would add some location thing to it, right? So it's going to say how to get approved for a home loan with bad credit, right? Instead, you're going to say how to get approved for a home loan with bad credit in Texas, or in Arlington, Texas, or in Tarrant County, Texas, or in Dallas, Fort Worth, or something along those lines. So Answer the Public is another great source. Again, it'll give you a bunch of ideas. Like it'll add different words and things to the beginning, things to the end, and it'll show you how often those phrases are being searched. And it'll also show you what the competition is in terms of Google Ads. So you know, that part probably doesn't like apply as much because we're not running ads. We're just going to go make YouTube videos, but it will show you how many times a month the phrases are being searched, and that's pretty helpful. All right, so now you're at the point where you're ready to shoot and upload your video. So when you shoot the videos, you can do that however you want to do it. All right, you can just walk around and talk on your cell phone. If you're making neighborhood content, then I think you should go to the neighborhood, right? The background, if you're making local real estate content, the background does matter. So if you can go out in the field, make the videos out there, that's going to be better. Or, you know, if you're making national content or, you know, mortgage-based content, then you could probably just do that at your office. And so you're going to want to shoot the videos. One of the keys to remember when you're shooting the video is you need to say the phrase that you're trying to rank for, or that, you know, because each video we're just going after one phrase that we want to rank for. And so make sure that you say that phrase in the video a couple times. No different than me, right? Like, I want this video to rank for YouTube training for mortgage brokers or YouTube training for loan officers. That would be like the two phrases that I'm hoping this video will pop up for. So if you found this video organically and you're still here, thank you. And let me know in the comments, how did you find the video? Was it through YouTube search, or how did you end up here? So you're going to want to make sure you say the words that the phrase that you're trying to rank for. You got to say the phrase in the video. All right, that's really important. Now, when you're going to upload the video, there's 3 places we have to put the phrase and the information so that YouTube knows how to rank this video. All right, we have to put it in the description. Or excuse me, let me start first. We have to put it in the title. So whatever you're trying to rank for, that should be the title of the video, right? So how to get approved for a VA loan with bad credit in Texas, right? That would be like the phrase of the video. That would be the title of the video. Then you also want to use the phrase in the description, okay? So when you're writing your description, ideally in the first sentence, try to include your phrase in there as well, so that it just reinforces to YouTube exactly what your video is about. All right, and then the last place that you have to put the information is in the tags. All right, so the tags is what's typically hidden from the public that YouTube uses as like the hashtags, basically. And so you have to put the tags to let YouTube know what the video is about. Only use tags that are actually relevant to you, your business, or this specific video. Don't try to stuff all kinds of phrases and words that don't have anything to do with this video in there, because then you just confuse YouTube. If they're confused, they don't show the video for anything. But if you're very specific, they'll rank the video for the phrase you're trying to rank for, right? So you want to, like, say for example, if we stick with that one, how to get approved for a home loan in Texas with bad credit. Okay, so it would be like, how to get approved for a home loan in Texas. How to get approved for a home loan in Texas with bad credit. How to get approved for a home loan with bad credit. Bad credit home loans in Texas. Can you get a home loan in Texas with bad credit? Right? So it's going to be like, just think about all the different ways that people might structure that question or that search. And I'm just trying to put that structure in there in different ways, right? Different lengths and obviously the long tail, what they call, basically if you're trying to type in like a whole phrase, that'd be like what they call a long tail keyword. And those are going to be easier to rank for than Texas home loan, right? That's going to be really hard to rank for on YouTube. But how to get a home loan in Texas with bad credit, that one might be a little bit easier to take over, because maybe people don't go after that. Obviously, I'm using maybe a bad example of talking about bad credit. I know that's probably not a client you want to talk to anyways, but just as an example of content. Okay, so that's going to be the 4 things you have to do to make the video rank, right? In terms of on YouTube strategy, things that we can do is we can say the phrase we want to rank for in the actual video. You can put it in the title. You can put it in the description. And you can make sure to use all the tag space and the phrases and different options of the phrase you want to rank for. In the tags, at least as of shooting this video, they give you 500 characters that you can use in the tags. So try your best to use all the characters. Okay, take advantage of all that space. But again, don't just stuff random words in there that don't have anything to do with the video. That's going to hurt you, not help you. Our last thing is you want to make sure to have some calls to action on your video. Okay, so in your description and in the words that you say, you should have some call to action. Okay, what do you want people to do after they watch your video? Or do you want them to call you? Then make sure to include your phone number. Tell people your phone number. Do you want them to visit your website? Include that. Do you have some kind of free giveaway like a book or a PDF or a guide or any video series or any sort of giveaway or like an opt-in? Then include that. Okay. Again, this can be in your words at the end of the video and in the actual video description also. If you look in my description, you can see what I call it resources. And that's where I kind of put all my links and my calls to action there in the resources. And so you can do something similar to that. Or do you want people to book a consult with you? Okay, so include your Calendly link. Or if you're smart and you're using Complete LO, then include your Complete LO calendar link. And so you can include these things where you can get somebody to do whatever you want them to do after they watch the video. Right? That would be like in a perfect world, somebody watches the video, feels like you gave such great information that they want to do something next. Okay? So that would be ideal. So make sure that you're including a call to action at the end. If you like this kind of YouTube content and you want to deep dive into what I think is the best strategy, you can visit localyoutube.com. And that's my course, what I call neighborhood domination. And like I recommended to go after local neighborhoods as a strategy, I think it's one of the best open areas right now that loan officers and realtors can take advantage of is making neighborhood level content. I think it's like a blue ocean and a great strategy for people. So visit localyoutube.com. You can check out Neighborhood Domination. Maybe that's a course you want to pick up and so that you can go out there and take over some local neighborhoods in your market here in the next 30, 60 days. And anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you have ideas, suggestions. I really appreciate people that give feedback in the comments. Thank you so much. And again, hit the subscribe button, the bell, so you can get notified as I drop out new videos every week. And again, appreciate you for being here. We'll see you next time. Later.